Testing, testing. Excuse me. Alright, I'm going to do a little test here. This is some leftover sweet potato from the other day that I made in the air fryer. In the description box you can find that video. So, you can see it looks kind of funky. But I'm going to take this funkiness, plop it in a bowl. I'm not weighing it and I'm not measuring it. This recipe, formula, technique, whatever, I really don't weigh or measure. Alright, so we got that plopped in. This is actually going to go to the puppies, so I'll put that in the refrigerator. Alright, we'll see how this goes, because I can't actually see the camera. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some spelt. This is white spelt, organic white spelt that I get at my co-op. And I'm just going to put some flour in. I've been doing this for so long that I really don't weigh or measure. So we're just going to do this together and I'm just going to show you. So that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to get in there and I'm adding the flour to the cold sweet potato. By the way, this works really good with white potatoes, russet potatoes, purple potatoes. Maybe stay away from the green potatoes. You know what? I don't say potatoes right. Potatoes. I say potatoes. Potatoes. I think that's wrong, but it's too late. I can't change now. Alright, so there you go. If I knew how to speed up film, I would. So see, it's still sticky? Okay. What I want to do is I want to add a little more spelt in there. Now, if you don't have white spelt, plain flour works too. And wholemeal flour, wholemeal spelt works. Oh, I love wholemeal spelt. That works also. It's just going to change how much flour you use. Let's see, how do I explain this right? See, I'm just still practicing on how to do these how-to videos. So, each flour hydrates differently, which means you'll need more or less liquid based on the type of flour that it is, and that comes with practice and using it and doing it over and over again. Or you can also Google it probably too and find out what flours hydrate at what rate. Like coconut flour, for example, can take a shit ton of water. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. So we're getting there. See my ball? Not really a ball yet, but it's getting there. I want a little more flour in that. A little more. I said a little more. So I'll put this to the side because we can use that later. I don't use any oil and I don't use any salt. Though sometimes I'll take this and make it into a cracker, in which case I will use salt and sesame seeds and garlic and stuff. But that's for another day. Alright. So here's where we're at. Still a little sticky. I'm going to knead in a little bit more flour. It doesn't have to be fancy. And after a while, you just kind of get the hang of it. You could try, if you really needed like volume measurement, you could try 1 sweet potato in volume to 2 flour. Alright. Now that's pretty good. I like that. Now, let's just get the scale so we can see how heavy this bad boy is. Alright, so we have 263 grams. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make 43 gram balls each. And you don't have to. You don't even have to weigh it. Let's say you don't want to weigh, right? And by the way, when I'm working here, if this feels too sticky for me, no big deal. I'll just add a little more flour. But you don't have to weigh it. If you don't want to weigh it, you just do it like that. If it feels too sticky, just add some more flour. Alright? So we're going to roll it here like this. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. This is me learning. So, if you have any questions, shoot them out. Alright, so we got a little guy here. I'm going to push him down. I'm going to put him to the side. This is why I actually enjoy weighing, because then they'll kind of come out the same, but I don't care. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yummy. Rolling the ball like that. Another one, and then what I do here, is I take a bowl and I take my flour and I'm going to coat these guys. They almost look like donuts. They're not. Although we could probably make donuts. Oh, the heat's kicking on. Apologies for that. So I'm just doing this. I'm just coating them in flour, because later when we roll them out, it's going to be easier. And also, it'll let some of them, a little more flour hydrate in there as well. So that's all I did. So I got 6 little rounds. Put that flour on the side. We're going to cover this up. At this point, I don't roll them into tortillas yet. I usually let them sit for about a half hour. I have been known to go as long as an hour. Sometimes I just do this. I put it on my bench, and then I come back when we're ready to eat, and then I roll them out for real. So, be back in a little bit, and I'll show you how I roll them out and put them on the griddle. They're so, so delicious. That's 20 minutes, and you can see some of the flour has been hydrated into the sphere. So I'll just put that back over there. And here, 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 here. Now, here's the part I don't have. I don't have a camera over, let's see, am I in film? I don't have a camera over my skillet. It's just a cast iron. It's just this. One of these. It's not. It doesn't have any oil on it. It doesn't need it for this type of stuff. For mine. So you can see, I'm just rolling it out. Trying to do it in film, so I don't have my whole rolling pin going on. But here's what's nice about waiting. I waited 20 minutes. Tim's home now, so that's why we're going to get it going now instead of wait longer. But see how soft it is? I don't know if you can see how it's rolling out so nice. If I do it right away, well, it's a little harder to roll out. The gluten's not relaxed. Now, this is spelt. It does have gluten in it. However, a lot of people with gluten intolerances can handle spelt. It's not the same. Alright, so look at that beautifulness. Let's go like that. And it's resisting a little bit, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to put her on the side. Over here. And I'll get another one started. I have 2 griddles going, so I'll do 2 at one time. And basically, I'm just making wraps. I'm going to put them on the griddle. They're going to cook on both sides. I'm going to wrap them in, so see right there? Little too wet. My dough is a little too wet. No big deal. I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to patch them up. Patch you up. Move that aside. And let's see, how can we patch him, huh? Come on. So that happens. I'm been making these forever, and it still happens, so. They're just so yummy. And then what you can do is, like, you can take these and put these into crackers or crisps. Oh, I'll have to do that in another video. Those are delicious, and they are so easy to make. Alright, there we go. So, I'm going to come back to my other one real quick. Just going to feel around the edges. So, I got a little higher over here. No big deal. Just do that. Dun, dun, dun. Just do that. And I'm going to toss this on the griddle. I'm going to come back to this guy here. And I'm going to do the same thing. And that's it. And then I'll go on griddle number 2. And I'll get started on these guys. And that's it. We'll have 3 rounds each. And they'll be delicious. But let me show you the trick to keeping them really soft. Because I don't use any lipids. So there's no fat in here. No oil, no butter, anything like that. Let me show you what I do to keep them nice and soft. Alright, here it is on the griddle. And that's it. And that's done. Now let me show you how we keep them nice and soft. Alright, so I have this cake pan. Anything you have, bowl, whatever you have. And I put some paper towels. Tea towels work too. I don't have a tea towel big enough, so I'm going to put them in here. They're hot. That's okay. Straight in, close it up, and close it up, and get to making the other rounds. Keep doing this, and keep them closed until you eat. They stay nice and soft. Alright, last one going in, taking it off of the griddle. Now, these are the ones that are done first. These are the ones on the bottom done first. These are the ones done last. Now that they've been sitting, I just go ahead and flip them. And I'm going to cover... Oh, they're going to be like this later, too. It's just so nice. Well, it'll be like that for the meal. The next day, they'll still be a little bit soft, but they won't be as soft. And that is that. And if you go to the next day, change out your towel, because this moisture, we don't want that overnight. And that's it, guys. That's how I make sweet potato tortillas. This was a practice video for me on how to. I don't have my area down, and if you have any questions, just shoot them my way, and I'd be happy to answer. And if you watched this whole time, well, thank you very much for your time and your likes and your subscriptions and all of that. I really super duper appreciate it. I'm Ivy, the Happy Whisk. It's our day off here today, and I am going to go back onto the couch after we eat. Over and out. Bye.